To Americans, without telling your state's name, what is it famous for? Salmon, Starbucks, Amazon, Costco, Boeing, Microsoft, beards, hipsters, and grunge. Washington. Gasp. How did you possibly know? Tears of joy, Washington. I was gonna say serial killers and grunge. And apples pears, I was going to say the Alaska Yukon Pacific Exposition of 1909, but I guess you have a point. Mormons, Utah. Yup, Old Bay and crab cakes. Crab cakes and football, that's what Maryland does. You have summoned the rest of us, Maryland. Yep, birthplace of 7 presidents. Our state flag has a titty on it too. Virginia. That's it. The Old Dominion. Wheat in the mountains, Colorado. Yes. And the demon horse. Being in the shape of a midden, surrounded by the Great Lakes, and kicking Ohio in the teeth until the feds gave us the UP. Love how Michiganders will point at their hand and show you if you ask what part they're from. We're the best because we have a built-in state map. Lol, so does Florida, but people seem less willing to show for some reason. That's only half as common as the people with the built-in Michigan map. Yeah, I'm from the freckle next to the wart 3 hairs down from the index knuckle. Youpers want some rest stops. 30-point buck. Michigan. You know it, friend. Don't forget that it smells like hot dog water. A man in the news that is always doing weird shit. Florida, unfortunately, yes. A giant hole in the earth, Arizona. A musical, I guess. Illinois. Nope, more on the nose. Oklahoma. Where the wind goes whistling, down the plain. Oklahoma. Oklahoma. OK, potatoes. Idaho. Yes. Lobsters and Stephen King's favorite setting. Maine. Yes, started the Civil War. South Carolina. Why do I see so many of these types of questions? Is someone somehow fishing for identifying info? Entertainment and technology. California. Yup, the only state whose name does not share any letters with the word mackerel. Ohio. That's exactly the thing that Ohio is famous for. Ohio. Lakes, but really, it's sports teams that will break your heart. A comment has never been so accurate and made me so sad at the same time. Myso from Illinois. Vikings are doing really good this year. Me, from MN. Give it time. The Detroit Lions are my team. Lol. I'm sorry. I was just gonna say that about that comment. But instead I'll just say, welp. Maybe next year. Minnesota. Great Lakes, Stevie Ray Vaughan music scene, high quality whiskey, and home to the Great Smokies, Tennessee. Bingo. Dolly would be proud of you. Cheese, cows in general, beer, cold ass winters. Wisconsin. Don't you know this is accurate and I feel attacked. LMAO. Everyone claims to be Irish and proud of said heritage, yet they've never stepped foot out of the country, or barely even the state. Massachusetts. Met a dude at a bar once that had an entire tattoo sleeve dedicated to him being Irish. He was even wearing a shirt covered with shamrock. We struck up some conversation. I was being super sarcastic the whole time and making fun of him, and he didn't get it. Then I asked him if he spoke Gaelic and he said, "What is that?" Sums up about 99% of all Bostonians and white folks in MA. Lol, no, it does not. A state of mind. New York. Hi mommy. Oh, I didn't see you over there too. Hi mommy. Hi daddy. Utah. Alabama. Pepperoni rolls, beer and cheese being small. Rhode Island. Road winking face. Delaware. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Ohio lovers. Virginia. Ding 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 ding. Yes. Speed enforced by aircraft. Crazy news stories about men. Florida. Haha, yes. A Florida man is always doing crazy things. Cheesesteaks. That's just one specific city. I'd say our state is more known for the Amish or Mennonites. Wheat, Kansas. Overweight. Racist. White men edit to add Elvis. He's kind of a big deal. Yeah, you definitely have to add Elvis to narrow that down. Otherwise even Massachusetts could be a legitimate response. Oh yeah, no, a particular accent. The power grid when it drops below freezing. Maple syrup, Canada. Vermont. Magnolia trees, Mississippi. Corn and beef. Bring something to do, mostly country music. However, there is a college here that has an ungodly awful orange color scheme. Tennessee. Old Bay and blue crabs, Maryland. You know it, Californians, Montana. Fried chicken and horses, Kentucky. Absolutely, I do prefer fried shrimp and grits, but fried chicken and horses is good too. Coffee, rain, music Oregon. Washington being named after a foreign country that has nothing to do with America. Battle of Gettysburg and the turning point of our Civil War. Having really, really nice residents. Canada. The North Slope oil fields oranges, and strange headlines, the volunteer state, whiskey, country music, Smoky Mountains, Elvis Presley, Dolly Parton Tennessee a certain city of the same name and a style of chicken wings maple syrup and the only state capital without a McDonald's bourbon, horse racing, fried chicken smaller cowboys, reservations, and a snowball senator it's most famous for being below North Dakota Jack Daniels. Lived overseas once. Whenever we told our Italian neighbors what state we came from, that was invariably the first thing out of their mouth. Tennessee. I live over in Memphis by the way. Amish, steel and mines Pennsylvania Mayflower and the Pilgrims Massachusetts coal, steel, and railroads. We also have fried pickles and fried Oreos someone who's bad at geography and has terrible eyesight. Thinks she can see it from her house. Alaska everything is bigger. Taylor ham and or pork rolls sunflowers, the birthplace of the game of basketball, tornadoes, and a wizard. Massachusetts. Kansas the birthplace of basketball was Springfield MA whiskey, country music, and hot fried chicken. We're like Texas, if Texas was a nice place to live. Tennessee. Not Tennessee is the fifth ring of hell we're still better than Texas LMAO. I live in Tennessee and can confirm Texas is better. The funny thing about this comment is that it is specifically talking about Middle TN and the Metro Nashville area is in East Tennessee and East Tennessee is the most boring part of Tennessee. Hey, at least you guys can claim Dolly Parton. No, not from the city, actually from upstate edit. 1. Thanks for the award, kind stranger. 2. I only just moved to the city from another big city in a different state. Before I moved to the US, I used to be quite confused about what it meant to be upstate. Geography was never my strong suite. Guns. Damn it, this doesn't help Axel. Texas. Gold BABYYYYYYY California. Very sweet tea the world's largest Christmas store Bronner's. Where I grew up, Yale. Where I live now, always on fire. Connecticut and California fame California. Bingo bongo bongo I'm not from USA. But some can be distinguished by fried chicken, only in underscore 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 underscore, shaped like a mitten, religion the vortex, my hometown actually it's one of the modern wonders of the world. Can't use your compass on Sardine Creek. Man I miss home, Oregon, but I don't think this is what we're most famous for. Timber, spotted owls, weed. Pro soccer teams. Yep, was about to add weed or craft breweries. Southern Oregon kid. Gold Hill River rat third generation. Can't give them the obvious ones. Chad's Florida. Yes it's a front for the backrooms. Delaware. Big cities, high taxes, long highways, tall trees. Is your name a giveaway? No, in fact I live on the other side of the country from there now. Somewhere out west California. Yes. Yellowstone Wyoming. Yep guns, barbecue, and high school football. So it's a southern state. I'll add rockets and oil to make it easier. Okay, so it was Texas. You are correct my friend. Pork tenderloin and Mike Pence. If you left out the second part, I would have said Iowa. Guns, trucks, freedom, and sadly ERCOT your state is sadly lacking on number 3. Very tall American president. Illinois. Yupper smiley face. Diamonds Arkansas. Famous for everything bad according to Republicans and everything good if you're a Democrat. The opposite of Texas. California. You're on fire, just like us. Whataburger, HS Football, Oil Texas. Yup.